Hello and welcome to Countryside Knitting. My name is Mereta, and if you have visited this channel sometimes earlier, you know that I sit in different places when I record, and today I am in my favorite corner with all my books. I love to read and I love to knit. And this episode is going to be a little bit of a special one because I will be the only one who talks grammar and I will talk only about a knit-along that I will start right now, and that will be until September the 13th. That's my birthday. We have had a lot of knit-alongs in our Norwegian episodes, and now I think it's time to do something in English. And if you are Norwegian or Swedish or whatever and watch this or hear about it, you are also of course welcome to join, but this will be in the English language. And when I was thinking about what to choose, it was rather easy. I have some I think I know who I will choose next time, but this time and my number one is Sofia Capelle from Kammebornia podcast. I really like that channel. I like her designs and the way that she tells story about what she designs. I will tell more about it, but all of her patterns are available in Swedish and English. Well, I'm not Swedish, I'm Norwegian, but I understand Swedish. But I thought it would be a good place to start, and I have some other favorites also with both channel on YouTube and a lot of designs, so I think there will be more knit-alongs if you want to join. But first of all, Kammebornia. I have knitted a lot, and that is why it's a good thing for me to choose that designer, because I have a lot of things already knitted up, and I will show you. I have it here around me, and I do test knitting for her, so I know the patterns rather well. At least I know the latest ones, because I have been test knitting now for 1 year. So I think I can also help if it's not too difficult questions you have. So I will now take some time to show you what I have done from her designs. I don't have everything here because something is given away, but I have a lot of things. I think I have enough. And Kammebornia is a channel. It used to be in the mainland of Sweden, then it was some years from Gotland, and now Sofia is back on the mainland. She has a lot of nature in her channel. It's about books. That is also why this bookshelf is a good frame for this episode. She has some philosophy, and she's a poet, I would say. And all those things combined is something that really appeals to me. She has lovely colors and she has lovely designs. So where can I start? I think I will start with what I am knitting currently at the moment. I have especially one pattern. I have made so many shimning shawls, and a lot of them is still in my house, and I use them almost every day. I have a lot of shawls, so I use other shawls of course also. But this is what I am working on right now. This is a shawl. It's triangular. It's really easy, and it's a combination of garter stitches, garter rows and stockinette. I don't think I know, maybe I made 8 or 9 of these. It's so relaxing to do, and I usually have wool. That is what I have chosen for most of my shawls. This exact shawl is sølje. It's a pelt wool, rather thin, from Hillesvåg. This is hand-dyed by Karianne Hildremyr. She is Kabberta yarn. she doesn't do a lot of dyeing, but a little bit. And this was given to me when she came to a knitting retreat that I had. And the others are, and she has dyed on sølje from Hillesvåg. I had some sølje and I was thinking about using those also, but this 100 grams, I think it's a little bit shame to open everything up, so I combined it with some lambswool from Rauma that I have a lot of. I was given this also from a woman who couldn't use it. She had lots, so I get so much, I have to use it. And I think these colors are very nice together. It's rather thin. I prefer wool, especially in the winter. I will show you more of my shilling shawls. This is made in Osk from Hillesvåg. That's 2-ply Norwegian wool. The color you can see in the stockinette is hand dyed by me. And there is a very nice lace. I couldn't show you on my ongoing project because I have not started the lace. So you knit the triangular, and before you bind off, you kind of bind off by knitting the lace. And it's super easy. I don't think you have to have a lot of experience to manage this. These shawls are rather big, so in the winter, when it's really cold, I do like this. And there's a lot of wind where I live, so I have to have long enough ends to make a knot. Otherwise it will disappear. Or you can have it around your shoulders like in the old days. I like that old-fashioned style. And these colors, I think they are so nice. And when I have hand-dyed yarn, I always put it in the stockinette part. So this is a rather romantic one. I have another one in blue, because it's very fun to, I really like to play with colors. And I have a hand-dyed Lofoten yarn in the stockinette here. And I chose light blue for the lace. This is also very nice, I think. I have made it in green. This is a hand-dyed yarn by Nina Petrina, not by me. It's also Hillesvåg, but this is a lambswool. It is lighter. And with Rauma Finull as the lace. I tried it in some Kammerose. It is not alpaca but llama blended with wool. It's a rather small shawl. And with a kind of a pink in the lace. This was just some yarn that I bought that was out of production. I think it's just the shop didn't have enough of that exact color or a number, so I just bought it very cheap and I just knitted what I had and then I stopped. I have also made some in lambswool from Rauma, and I have dyed some of the yarn and the other is from the mill. And I chose grey for the lace. I don't always follow the pattern about how many rounds I knit before I start the this lace. It depends on how thin or thick my yarn is, and then if I don't manage to have this pointing downwards in the middle, I kind of cheat. And how I cheat is that sometimes I how to say, I increase a stitch if I need. I can if you have that trouble, ask me and I will try to explain. I also have one in burgundy. This I knitted in the summer in my parents' house. You can use yarns from your stash and from leftover yarns if you want to, like this, in stripes. And I have one in, this is Filcolana Arvetta. It's a merino and it's a hand-dyed blue-faced Leicester from Nina Petrina. I also have this in blue. I have so many of these shawls and I use them a lot. And this in merino is smaller, but still it's big enough for using it like this, and this is how I use them mostly. And I like the way the garter and the stockinette plays together. It's kind of three-dimensional. It's very simple but very lovely. So I have a lot of these shawls and I love them. I have knitted other shawl patterns also, and I know that Sofia has some patterns that she has not written yet, so I hope that she will make more. I have a shawl that is called Together Shawl. I have knitted it in one color also, and that is in the that shawl. It is easier to see these what to call them. I have no words. There are small the words are lost. I think you may see knots, that's the word, small knots all over. This is a Limo Design yarn. She's Swedish and she dyes yarn, and this is called something with the plum tree, isn't it? In a way, this yarn was a little bit busy, so the knots are not very visible, but it's very fun and it's lovely, and it is 100% wool and small enough for me to do like this. And I made this before I actually went to a festival where Sofia was, and I was at a workshop about how to make a podcast. That was in 2018 in Orkanger, Midtnorsk strikkefestival, a knitting festival. So Together Shawl, nice name when we met each other actually. I have a lot of other things as well. I have some socks. I have made Lucky Me socks. They are given away, but I also have longing for Gotland socks. And I think they are so pretty. I haven't used them, or maybe once or twice, but as you can see, they are as good as new, because I think they are so pretty. I save them. This is made in Sisu, a sock yarn with nice roses, because Gotland has these roses as a very typical symbol. These are easy to make and very nice to wear and very nice to collect. That was Longing for Gotland. I have also made a lot of her mittens. I have The Roses Are Red. This is a yarn kit that I have to think. This is a yarn kit I actually won from somebody with a podcast in Norwegian. So this is Roses Are Red, and it is yarn from Sweden. And right now I don't remember the name, but that is what is original in the pattern. And these are so beautiful. They have a contrast color inside, so you knit and then you fold it over and sew it on with this nice edge, Latvian braid, a little bit of stranded knitting, and then very easy. You can see there is a structure going on with pearl and knit, and then just stockinette inside. I have made them also in some green yarn that I won from Skein there, and knit along there, and it is Marina Skua's hand-dyed yarn, and I also met her in Orkanger in 2020. So, and with this red inside, I think they are really lovely. And they are also so nice. I actually don't use them a lot. Sorry for saying actually all the time. I'll try to stop that. But these are so fantastic, and Latvian braid is not difficult. There are a lot of videos on YouTube where you can find out how to make the Latvian braid. I also have soft snow mittens, and I have a lot of them, just I couldn't find others than this blue. Very easy. This is maybe the easiest mitten she has. Thicker yarn, DK, a very easy pattern, and very classical and very nice. I really love these. I have made a lot of this, and I will make more. And this also have a mini mitten. I think I'll show it together with, look at this, how cute. And I have a lot of these, and this is boring color in a way, but I have made an advent calendar for my daughter. I made 24 of these in the summer and gave to her, and now I'm going to make more for myself. She also has a mini wispy mitten. I haven't made the big version, but I have made the mini. Very cute. I use them for decoration in Christmas, and you can use them decoration mostly. I also have, when I started to test knit, this is something I have test knitted. This is Treasures from the Forest. No, it is not. It is Heart of the Forest. Made in Finull from Rauma, that I have a lot. And you can see inside the palm there is a heart. It's hidden here. And I really like this. I wanted strong colors. And I have used them a lot this winter. They are so nice. I like the rounded ending here. So I can recommend this. I also have a lot of mitts. Oh, I have also this between the lines. They got a little bit big. My gauge is looser than Sofia's, and these mittens, I use them, but they are a little bit wide. But I think when I use them a little bit more and they get wet, they will shrink a little bit. But they are very lovely, and they go along with my clothes. Between the lines, they are easy, almost as easy as the soft snow. I try to remember all the names. Bits and pieces are some mitts I made. That is, I think it was in 1918. Practical to have some of these, very nice colors. Rather easy to do, thin needles. This is PT2 and Finull from Rauma. And I made the Musikant mitts. I had just recently made the second one. I've used them a little bit. They are so soft and wonderful. It's like a piano or an accordion, or yeah, it's like a Musikant, meaning musician, Latvian braid, and a very easy pattern. I have made them also in a bigger size. They come in several sizes. So this was for my husband in grey and white, and that's also Finull. And I have knitted a lot of her hats. Quite many. When I put them into a pile, it got to be a lot of them. And this is Advent mystery hat from 2020. I made one extra with hearts, so it got a little bit big, because I know I have a big head, but not that big. But it's a little bit big, but that's okay. I can do like this. This is Finull, and it's lovely. It's very Christmassy, and I really like. I did a mistake when I decreased. So there should be a star in the top, but it's not. But still, it's very nice. I also have between the lines hats, and this, especially this one, I have used a lot. Just have to, not so I have the, and the place I start, it always gets a little bit like this, so I have that in the back. It's very simple, and it's rather tight around here, so it stays on my head even when it blows. This is made in Finull. I really like this, and I also made it in hand-dyed yarn that is a little bit with a colors are a little bit almost like disappearing, and I really like this as well. I mean, hats, I use hats a lot. I also made the advent calendar, no, advent mystery hat 2021, and I made it for my husband. I was just took it back now to show you, and I did some mistake even here, because when I knit from a digital pattern I sometimes cannot see the lines very clear, so I did some mistake and had to do something on my own. So there should be a better kind of a star, but I'll show you the star very soon because I did another one and I did it correctly. This is PT2 2-ply. It's a little bit big, but from Rauma, 100% wool 2-ply. My husband and I, we both have big heads. It's very classical. It's almost like it's Norwegian. This star is very classical. And I wanted to make another one, and I had some yarn lying from before 2000. And here you can see the star. It's mohair and wool, and you can have more than 2 colors, but I wanted 2 colors. And I made it a couple of days ago, and this is perfect. I love this. So I have different hats every day, as you can see. I also have something, and when I record this is not published yet, but I will wait with publishing this video until Sofia published the pattern, because I have test knitted a hat that is connected to this Heart of the Forest, and because I used yarn from my pile of single skeins, I used another color. This is the hat, and this is a test knit, and that is why you find no heart, because I forgot it, because she had forgotten to put it exactly very visible in the pattern, so I forgot it, so I made another one. But this is still a very nice hat, and look at this. I really love that star on the top. So this is Heart of the Forest without the heart, because it is a test knit. And I made another one with the heart. Let's see, there is a heart rather hidden in the trees in the forest. I think I will have the heart over my ear. So this is the other one I made, and look at this nice star. Here I had some hand-dyed yarn, very nice hand-dyed, because I think that's also nice. It goes very long with my clothes today. This is yarn from Ystabø Gull. It's a Norwegian hand dyer. It's rustic and I love it. And together with finull, Rauma finull. I have one more thing to show you. Just I sit here with my Rauma finull, and now it's getting closer to Easter. I'm taking my yellow yarns out of the bags. I have some hand-dyed yarn from Verbit. I think this is, it used to be rather cheap. Now it is more, everything gets more expensive, but I do it together. If you hold it together with some hand-dyed, more expensive yarn. This is Ask from Hillesvåg. You can use them together. This is a good way of using something that is a little bit more exclusive together with everyday yarn. That's a good combination, I think. I also have a lot of the finull that I started to dye on a grey base. So the colors are like this. I live rather close to the mill, so I sometimes go there and buy something that was not exactly the color they wanted, or the color has been discontinued and so on. So I have done a lot of bargains there. I have one more thing, and the reason I almost forgot it is that it is not perfect for the season in February, but it will be again when winter comes. Look at this. This is Heart of the Forest sock. I made one in blue for my daughter, but I don't have it here because she is not living at home anymore. But this is a sock that I will, maybe in the summer when I long for Christmas, I will continue. I'll see. This is so nice, and there's going to be a heart under the heel. It's so fantastic. I really like that kind of the world that Sofia creates in her patterns. It's a kind of a mix between fairy tales, literature, nature. She talks about her pilgrimage. I think there is something to the universe that she has in her YouTube channel that I really like. What we will do in this knit along, I think I have shown you everything I can. I had to sit rather close to everything I had around me. I think it would be very nice if you would like to knit her patterns together with me all until the middle of September, and I will use Ravelry. I also have a Facebook group that it is not very big. I haven't used it a lot. The Facebook group is called Countryside Knitting, and I will link to them, all of these things that I say now, below. I also have an Instagram account called Countryside Knitting. I haven't used that a lot either because I think it's kind of a double when I have my own name also in one account. I even have a TikTok, believe it or not, called Countryside Knitting, just to try it. So I hope that you will join me. You can knit whatever you want from her designs until September. You can ask me, I will try to answer. Maybe I cannot, but I will try. And prices will be patterns from Sofia. She has promised me to give some patterns, and yeah, but that will be in September. I think most of these patterns are very nice for summer knitting also because they are not very big. And she has said that she's working on a cardigan, or was it sweater? I think cardigan pattern. So maybe there will be something big from her while we do this knit along. So I really hope you will join me, and you can join the groups even though you maybe you don't knit anything, but you can be there and watch what we do. So that's up to you. But I hope that you will join me. If this is a success, maybe I will do it again, and if I will, I think the next designer would be Skandir. That's another favorite of mine, and she has English patterns, and she's Norwegian. But now Sofia Capelle from the Kammebornia podcast. That is what I'm going to do a lot of in the time to come. So please join me, and I also have to say, like what everybody says, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please comment. That is so nice to read the comments. We have a coffee account. You can give us a symbolic cup of coffee for $1. And we also have patrons. And if you are one of our patrons, thank you so much. I am so grateful. Because of these COVID times, we don't have so much tourists at the farm. So times are not the best. I do some bonuses for the patrons. So if you go in there, I think I have 23 or 24 bonuses, and more will come, and some patterns. So thank you for watching. It's very exciting to get in contact with the rest of the world like we do in these English versions. And next time I think Janne and I will do an episode together, because that's what's most fun. So stay safe, and until next time, bye bye. Very nice to meet you at the breakfast.
Nice to meet you.
So who are you, and what have you done here?
Okay, I'm Charlotte Stone. I'm known as Stone Knits on Instagram and Ravelry, and we've been here since I got here on Wednesday, and we've been on a knitting retreat with organised by Patricia, who owns Knitography, and we've been going round having a wonderful time.
Yes.
Eating lots of food, meeting lots of amazing people in this region.
And sheep.
And sheep.
We met sheep too.
We met lots of sheep and cats.
Yes.
But you have been there before, Sofia.
Yes, my name is Sofia, Sofia Capelle, and I live on Gotland in Sweden. I have a podcast that is called Kammebornia Podcast on YouTube, and I'm also a designer. So many of the people here that I've been together with for this almost a week
Yes.
are friends that I have met before or just met on Instagram. But now I have a lot of new friends, and it's so wonderful to see how wool can connect people.
Everyone.
And how we can learn more about the places where the wool come from,
And it's
and
so
about each other, and we can...
Yeah, it's so funny how everyone is actually how they are. From their podcasts and their Instagram posts.
You never get disappointed.
Never get disappointed. No,
when meeting friends from that you have learned to know on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then you meet in the so-called reality.
Yeah.
And it just gets better. And today we look forward to meet
the
local knitters from Norway. And it's nice to see you again, Mariette. We met before because I was here 2 years ago, and for me it's really nice to come back to a place that I liked so much the last time.
But now you see more the details about what's around.
Yes, I see more of the surroundings, and I learn more. I like to learn things about the places I go to.
Yeah, definitely.
And about the wool. I think it's so interesting to learn about old breeds and gråtröndersau, spelsau, gammeldags spelsau.
And Patricia has organized everything very well.
Amazing.
It seems like it's a success.
It's been so many lovely things.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
so lucky.
the only negative thing is that we're really tired, but we can take care of that
Yes,
later.
we're tired. I
You
think
sleep
next
later.
week we will sleep.
Yes, and
Very well.
process everything.
And Patricia says, "Oh, do we have ideas? New design ideas from here?" And I think we are definitely inspired, but at the moment we're tired. We have to next week sit down.
I think my ideas will come when I come home.
Yeah.
But you had a really great idea last time you left.
Oh yes, she did, didn't she? Yeah.
So the Trondheim meeting have meant a lot to you, I think.
The last time I was here, I fell in love with Trondheim and Trøndelag.
I remember you asked me, did I have that old series, Two Threads,
Yes.
Rauma,
Yes.
in the Husflid? You
Oh,
asked
yes.
me before you left,
Oh, yes.
and then the rest is
The
it's
rest
known
is
to
history.
everybody.
So you had that idea.
No, I was interested in the yarn.
Yeah, of course.
And then I came to Trondheim, and I wasn't planning of creating a design.
Yeah.
But when I saw the houses, I just...
You knew.
I'm a
You knew.
photographer, and I guess I see things in a certain way, because I am a photographer. So I was taking a lot of pictures of those houses at the Bruggerekka in Trondheim.
Backlandet.
I just wanted to stand there and look at all the
It's so
colors
magical.
and the houses and the water and the brygge. And then when I was in Husfliden and looked at the Rauma Gammal serie, I saw these colors together that I have in my mitten. And then I just saw them in my hands. Yes.
So, and you look forward to the tea party?
Yes.
We
very
don't
much
know
so.
what the program is exactly.
We're beginning. Yeah,
We're
Patricia's
supposed to
going
go
tell
upstairs
us.
now.
Yeah, so you're going
we'll
to
get some
know
more
the
information
Yes.
in a little while.
I'm very
so.
curious.
Yes.
But we've brought some samples of our designs and things, so people can have a look
Yeah.
at what we make. And
Yeah.
And I
I
think
look
there's
forward to
also
that.
going to be a concert in the pavilion.
Yeah.
with a musician, a guitarist.
Yes.
Yeah, should be lovely.
So exciting.
Yeah,
Yes.
and lots of cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
tea.
mostly hoping for connecting with
Yeah.
more
I hope
lovely knitters here in
Yes.
Norway.
I will use my camera if it's okay for the people. So.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having some time. You're going to meet Patricia very
Yes,
soon, I
yes,
know.
yes.
You have dyed this yarn,
Yes,
and I won it from Scania.
yes. And so these are dyed on naturally coloured and white wool.
Because Sarah asked me what kind of wool, and I didn't know.
It's a mixed flock. So there's Shetland and Romney in there, but also some Blueface Leicester and Teeswater. So you get the qualities of all of those. And with the coloured ones, so the green and the red, that's a naturally coloured blend of all of the Shetland colours. So you get that really nice warm beige colour.
And it's soft.
Yes. Yeah, it blocks beautifully. And because it's woolen spun, it blooms really nicely.
And the pattern is very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
So what's the story behind the pattern?
The pattern is called Roses Are Red, and the roses are red mittens, because there's a tradition where I come from, where I live now on Gotland in Sweden, to knit roses, as it is in many places, but these are my kind of small contribution to that. And there's a small verse that we wrote it in each other's poetry books when I was a child, that goes in Swedish: Rosor är röda, violer är blå, smultron är söta och du lika så.
Rosor är röda, fioler är blå.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Do you have
the rest.
it in Norwegian too?
Fiolet, no. Yes, the same.
Yeah.
But right
and,
now
and it's also available in, I've heard it also in
Yeah,
English,
it's in
like
English,
roses are red,
We do it on
violets are blue,
But how is the
honey
rest?
is sweet, and so is you.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I put that verse with my story about the pattern in my pattern. And it's such a nice thing now that we meet here, like the knitter, the designer, and the dyer.
Yeah.
And the only one that's missing in the picture is Elis came here, because she had the competition where you won.
Yeah, I won this
yarn.
in the prize herself mitten knitalong.
Yeah.
So Eli, you should be here.
And Eli, you are from this region
Yes.
in Norway, so it's you kind of are here.
She's
But
in the
let's
event.
wait.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Färdigt. Då lägger jag ut det och så ropar jag på min familj. Titta vad jag har gjort. Och jag känner mig nästan som ett barn. Och känner själv att jag är förvånad. Har jag verkligen gjort det här? Titta.